Hello, my friends. Wouldn't you say my collection's complete? Seasons of the Witch. So I have received, and it has been sitting over on my bookshelf for probably 2 weeks now. But I have finally got the Ostara to complete my Seasons of the Witch oracles. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that, guys. So yes, that's now complete. I don't know why I waited so long. Honestly, I really don't use these decks, but for some reason, I have to have them. I do, on some of the Sabbats, I'll take a deck out and pull a card and put it on my altar or whatever, but, I am raring and ready and waiting for their tarot deck. So if you don't know, now you know. Seasons of the Witch have a series of tarot decks coming out now. The first one is the winter one, which I believe is Yule. I could be wrong, but I know it's a winter one, and that one is already up for pre-order. But it said that they're going to have a tarot for every season, and I cannot wait because the looks of the one on Amazon for pre-order is looking really good. So this one is Seasons of the Witch Ostara. Here's the back. Rock Pool Publishing. And I'm just now opening, unboxing, and first impressions with you all. I didn't follow around and try to find a video of this one before getting it. I just knew I had it in my cart. I had it on pre-order, then I never got it. But because like I said, I don't really use these. I mean, they're pretty cool, I guess the word would be. But they're not something I could live without them. The little rock pool flyer there inside of the box. But I said, oh, what the hell? You've already got all the other ones. Why not complete the collection? So let's take a flip through these. Wow, look at that. One of the prettiest things about this deck this series is the backs and the beautiful gilding. I mean, the imagery is gorgeous. But in all honesty, all of this down here is like from a foreign land or something to me. Just to me. I mean, it usually makes no sense to me. I've pulled cards for myself from them. And I'm like, yeah, no, it don't really. But anyway, I'm not ditching, or whatever the hell they call it, the series, because as a witch, I love them, but I love the imagery. Not decks I would reach for, but nonetheless happy to have them in my collection. Maybe one day I will reach for them. But nonetheless, my daughter will have them when it is her time to take over. So let's go ahead and look. We have 44 cards. And there are tons, I'm sure, of walkthroughs of this. We've got an Aries in there. I mean, like this one here. You are being called to step into the flame with an ignited vision of your desires. Time is of the essence. That makes perfect sense. But then there's some of them that are like, uh-huh. And I don't like to have to go to a book to figure out what's going on. But with oracle cards, sometimes I do. If it's for myself. If I'm professionally reading, going to the book, to me, in my opinion, is a no-no. So I only use decks that I know, you know, I can interpret their meanings. But nonetheless, these cards, this collection, oh, I think we got two, yeah, is gorgeous. And like I said, it's great to pull a card and pop it on the altar. I don't celebrate all the Sabbats anymore. And the ones that I do, I kind of have made up my own way of doing it. Daffodils, the whispers that inspire are shifting towards you in a melody of creative blooms. Yeah, so these are nice. Easter egg hunt. What you seek may not be what is seeking you. Perhaps a shift is what is needed. Yeah, these ones are making sense, but like the first ones, and I haven't pulled them out in forever and a day. The first ones that started coming out were like, whoa, the images are gorgeous, but the things down on the bottom were like, whoa. But nonetheless, I like them. I like them. And like I said, the only time I ever use them is if I'm celebrating a Sabbath and I put it on my altar. Maybe I need to start pulling them out a little more often, right? Maybe pick one of the decks for each week, or pick a deck for a week and pull a card for that week from here, you know, just to honor the witches, seasons of the witch, even though it won't be that Sabbath. But the way I celebrate the Sabbats, when I do, and I used to always, but now not so much, and that's changed for a lot of us, I think. And a lot of us are now putting our own take on the Sabbats. Nothing against Wicca, but a lot of the Sabbats are based more, I mean, they're Wicca holidays for some. Well, that's what has been said before or whatever. And I'm definitely not Wiccan, but I lost the point. So let's carry on. These are really pretty. Peach Moonstone. There is a reason in the flow of what is and what needs to be. Plant dying. Seek the medicine that nourishes the creative spark awaiting your presence. And another thing you get caught up with is so many decks. So many decks. Oh my gosh, this one has Robin in it. Spring into the presence of stillness, for there is much to rejoice in there. Oh my gosh, this just totally, completely feels like a message from my sister. Her name is Robin. I'm not going to speak of her in the past tense, even though we lost her. Just the other day I was opening the bird deck on here and there was a Robin, and now I'm opening this one and here is Robin. So she's all around Beautiful. Beautiful. That made my day. Even more so. I went to have a mani and a massage. I never get pedicures, but I just wanted a paint. I just wanted a polish. I didn't want extensions or anything. And a massage. Simmer pot. I love simmer pots. Earth, air, fire, and water await an enchantment steeped with intention. These are spring cleaning. Oh, yes, I have been doing spring cleaning. Spring equinox. I'm taking my time though because I started it out and holy shit, man. If they ever made a 10 of Wands, it should have been me on that card because I was so worn down. Holy moly. I said, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to wait a couple more days and go back at it. There's so much to be done. We have a very big house, so much to be done. And there's 2 females in it, and that is myself and my 11-year-old daughter. So she doesn't know how to really do the deep cleaning, and to get the guys to do it, that's another thing. Which is my husband and one of my older sons. So, all right, let's pull a card and see what we get. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, the Aries card. Well, I already checked that one out and close up that one. You are being called to step into the flame with an ignited vision of your desires. Time is of the essence. Yes, time is. I always say that. I can't stand time. Card number 3. Card number 3. Okay, here we are. Keywords: initiation, fearlessness, boldness, impulsiveness. You are being called to okay, yeah, that's on the card. And I'm definitely not going to read all of this, but I will put it up here. And you can pause and read. Oops, let's start you up at the top here at least. Boom. Boom. I read them if I pull the card. I don't read straight through a guidebook unless I'm like really in complete awe over the deck. Not to say that it's beautiful. I love it, and I'm so happy that I finally have the whole collection. And now I can't wait for the tarot decks. They're going to be nice. I've already heard some people complaining about them, but from what I've seen, I think they look like they're going to be pretty good. Thank you all for spending this time with me. Let me know what you think. Do you have the whole Seasons of the Witch collection? Have you heard about their tarot series that's coming? And if you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell and drop a comment. Thank you all. Take care. Blessed be.